Limbus Company is an indie gacha turn-based video game made by the South Korean game company Project Moon, set in the dystopian hyper-capitalist world known as the City, which each district is divided into 26 and ruled by large corporations that are based on the English alphabet. We play as Dante, the manager of the team, and 12 playable characters that are called Sinners, on which are based on protagonists of famous written literature, one of which is Heathcliff. The seventh sinner is based on the same name protagonist of Emily Bronte's Wuthering Heights. Another is Faust, but based on the tragic play by Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. Each sinner has a chapter or canto that tells something about them, be it backstory and tale while on an adventure on collecting the golden bows and cutting loose ends. The golden bows are fragments of immense power tied to the tree of knowledge and the city's distorted history. In this video, we're gonna dive into Oceanic Odyssey of Ishmael's chapter Canto 5, The Evil Defining. Major spoilers to the Canto if you haven't finished or played it yet. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Canto 5, The Evil Defining, is generous with its symbolism, with the major themes of obsession and identity. The pallid whale represents overwhelming forces, grief, trauma, and fixation, that they consume people entirely, leaving hollow bodies, like the mermaids born from those who got devoured by it. To be swallowed by a living whale is to lose yourself entirely to an irrational, all-consuming purpose. To be swallowed by a dead whale is to lose everything, even the purpose itself, as Ahab did when Ishmael stole the kill of the pallid whale to her. Captain Ahab mirrors the pallid whale itself. Her obsession drains the will of others, showing the relentless pursuit of a desire or goal can be indistinguishable from the very beast they hunt, whereas Ishmael embodies resistance, though tormented by her compulsions that strips away her insanity. She holds on to fragile bonds, symbolized by the tightrope tying to her former crewmate and friend Quequeg. A broken metaphor for human connections can be broken yet tied together again. The rope symbolizes the precious connections made with others, purpose found beyond whales. Ishmael describes the rope tied between her and Quequeg as one that could never be severed, despite the actual rope snapping quite quickly. However, in response, Quequeg says that rope is snapped. We could take this literally, but what Quequeg and Ishmael mean as a friendship bond? She meant that her bond to Quequeg could never be severed or be broken, shown by how Ishmael further says, no, we can make it whole again. We can tie another knot. She is hoping to revive the relationship when they hopefully both escape the whale. However, even in the sense that the rope represents their bond, it has snapped, at least for Quequeg. Quequeg never knew if she would ever see Ishmael again, after being swallowed by the whale, while Ishmael held steadfast in the belief that Ahab and indirectly Quequeg still lived on. So she abandoned her hope of seeing Ishmael again and devoted herself entirely to killing the pallid whale, lest she become solidified before either could happen. This is why Quequeg says, to meet you again, I have to escape, have to kill the whale, but do that I had to cut the rope. I buried you. And when the sinners finally escape the whale, the rope she sees that she has a feeling that won't snap symbolizes her connection to Dante and her busmates, her friends, her newfound purpose in seeing their journeys to their ends before going her way. The song Compass, made by Millie, is the boss theme for Captain Ahab's efflorescent ego gas harpoon. The opening lyrics, Bon voyage, your mermaid setting sail, mirrors the start of Ishmael's journey, beginning her voyage like a mermaid when she first joined the Pequod crew across the Great Lake. I've had enough. I'm reclaiming myself. It echoes Ishmael's inner desires to free herself from the toxic relationship, from the captain, and weight of her past. When it snapped, my calm past is swallowed by the sea. Signifies the moment Ishmael lost all purpose in life and delayed, as her life's been guided in revenge and Ahab's obsession, leaving her directionless. I wanted blood, I wanted black and white. Shows her yearning for moral clarity, wanting to see good and evil as absolutes, but she later realized that the truth is much more complex. The chorus part, my calm passes curiosity. Ishmael finds a new purpose, not by seeking vengeance, but by her own desire to seek meaning and identity beyond the captain's shadow. And the closing lyrics, high tide, low tide, reflects imagery of the sea and the flow Ishmael is experiencing. Canto 5 shows us that living in the harsh environments like in the city isn't just about fighting monsters or chasing golden bows. It's about holding onto your sanity when everything around you is trying to consume it every time. The whale and Captain Ahab all symbolize the eradication of your identity through obsession and despair. But Ishmael's struggle reminds us that fragile bonds or relationships can keep us together against oblivion. By tying broken ropes back into place, this chapter of Limbus Company suggests that our connections with everybody, however imperfect, are what let us define ourselves instead of being defined by the deep dark ocean.